Peggy 18.
Allons, enfants de la patrie, aux armes, citoyens. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes mugir ces féroces soldats. Ils ne passeront pas.
Hello and welcome to Battlefield Weekly. I'm just Big Lee, as ever. Joining back, Bong's back this week. How you feeling, mate? You've had a holiday.
Very well.
You nice and rested.
I had a nice rest. I watched Westy and his stud tear it up.
Yeah.
I thought I could do better, so I had to come back.
Joining us this week, we're very honoured to have a very special guest. His name is Bullzeye. You may know him from Twitter.
Yeah.
You may. Of course they know me from.
Thank you for coming on, mate.
Thank you for having me.
It's mighty awesome. As you guys just seen on the stream, we just showed the very first, kind of the big trailer for They Shall Not Pass and all of the stuff.
Don't the poppies look good?
It looks amazing. I am really looking forward to that. We've also actually got on the line with us two guys from DICE. Say hello to Val, who's the lead designer, and Andreas, who's the producer. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yes, the technology works. The technology works. Oh, amazing. Right, this is going to be a good stream. I'm looking forward to this.
We've got names underneath as well.
Names, it's all there.
Everything's working.
Thought of everything. Everything's
working.
Guys, thank you very much for coming on. I know it's quite late over in Stockholm, and you guys probably want to get home. But yeah, no, really appreciate it. Just before we do sort of jump to the questions, we've had loads of questions sent in from the community. We asked on the Battlefield Twitter account yesterday and on mine, and we've got plenty of questions to ask you guys about They Shall Not Pass. But just for those in the chat that are watching on Facebook or on Twitch, you can join us. We're playing on PC this week. Just have a search for server number 38842. Come and join us on Battlefield Weekly.
We're playing on Ballroom Blitz.
We're playing on Ballroom Blitz, and hopefully Empire's Edge won't come up next.
You've jinxed it.
Sorry, guys from DICE, we've got nothing against Empire's Edge. It just seems to come up every week.
Yeah, we've played it like every week for about
every
3
week.
months.
Okay, I'm going to start with the first question. So, how have you guys both been involved with They Shall Not Pass? What kind of things have you been doing on the, I suppose, on this expansion pack?
On this expansion pack, yes. So for myself, I've been the producer of the expansion pack. What that means is that I've been heading up the team that builds this expansion pack, just making sure that we're building the right thing and that the people actually building it are happy while they're doing that.
Is it a hard job keeping everybody at DICE happy?
Well, I would like to take credit, but it's amazing to work at this company. But yeah.
Lots of free sweets and cakes. I've seen you guys had some cakes out on Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
You had some amazing cakes on Tuesday. Like we just had in the UK office, we just had pancakes, which if you've never had, especially from the EA UK canteen, they're special. Let's call it that. But I think you guys definitely won that one.
Yeah, you need to have the Swedish semla. That's what
Semla.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
I'm going to make an appointment to come over next
what
year.
does that consist of? I'm interested now.
It's cake chat this week.
I need to know all of the Swedish cake delicacies.
Yes. Come over and you'll get some.
Okay.
We'll be over next week. We'll be there. You've said it now. So, where do you guys start when putting together a new expansion pack? Like, obviously the game's been out for a while now. What's like, where do you start? You've got all of this stuff, and it must be quite difficult to get going.
Well, we start out with looking at the main game, take a long look at it, trying to identify what experiences we want to expand on, what opportunities we did lose out on and did not get in the game to start out with. And obviously also we listen a lot to our players and understanding what they are wanting in expansion packs as well. And we move from there to mold an experience that is what you're seeing right now in the trailer, which looks amazing.
Yeah, no, that trailer is particularly awesome. I'm really looking forward to sort of giving the new maps a go. So
I've played one of them. On the
you've
CTE.
played one of them. Which
Yeah.
one have you played?
It's the one that reminds me of St. Quentin Scar. I can't quite remember the name. I only played it once, but I didn't want to spoil it too much, you know. So because a few of the maps have been available on the CTE, but if you play them too much, then it's going to spoil the surprise of when the whole expansion comes out. So I've limited myself to just one exposure, one game session.
So you just had one hit.
And the new Behemoth is probably my favourite Behemoth in the whole of Battlefield so far. Because it can influence every point because it can just drive around as a tank. But it's a mega tank, like properly imposing. I like it.
Even as playing Assault, I usually run away from it.
Just keep it out of the way.
Just keep it out the way. Don't get close to it, whatever you do.
So,
You're doing the right thing, that's for sure.
how do you guys kind of make the decisions on what sort of things actually go into that expansion pack then? I mean, obviously the French army is a big sort of focal point of that, but how do you pick all of the things that you want to include? Like, it must be quite difficult given there's so much that you can choose from.
Yeah, I can talk a bit about that. It's just like you said, it's a lot to choose from. We usually have an era designer and the creative director. They usually work together and they set up a whole bunch of scenarios that we can pick from. And for instance, some of the things are rather intertwined. I mean, there's no way you can release the French expansion pack without having Verdun, right? I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
And that's the way we work to. And then we saw this like an opportunity from the main game from before, where we had infantry and interior fighting and stuff like that. So we decided to add Fort de Vaux. So that's sort of like the process at a very high level that we go through when picking these maps and these scenarios and the hardware as well, for that matter.
So you pick like a theme for each expansion and then kind of work around that.
Correct, and I think earlier this week we released the themes for the other three expansions that we're going to release. So yeah, they're heavily themed, and we've done that just like before, and I think that's really well received. It just becomes so much more than just a faction or a couple of maps or something. It just becomes a complete package, and we
It is a new complete experience in
exactly,
a box, right?
yeah. And as you saw in the concept art from the Russian expansion, I mean, there's so much detail and so much going on in that just simple concept art, right? So you can see people dreaming about what this could be and so on. So.
Do you try to go for an all-rounded affair, or is it because obviously you've got the historical? So this is obviously France, Verdun, stuff like that. But in terms of gameplay, is there a focus there?
Well, if you look at this expansion pack, I think one of the points that makes us really excited about this expansion pack is that it's very diverse, as you will have seen from CTE and which you will be playing soon. It's, you know, you have both your infantry focused fix, and if you're really into vehicles, you can also have that experience here. So I think our approach for BF1 expansion packs is to make sure we have something for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool.
We won't talk about it, but I had a sneak peek at some of the other ones the other week at work, and they do genuinely all look really amazing. I'm dead excited for them. The Russian one especially has got some very cool stuff. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to all of that.
I mean, earlier I said that I usually run away from the new Behemoth. Do you have any tips as to what one could do to take it down?
Yeah, definitely. The Behemoth is probably one of my favorite things in the game, and basically, it's got two really powerful cannon-like positions, one in the front, one in the back. The front one is really dangerous to other vehicles, so that's probably your main concern if you're in a vehicle. While the rear one is ideally against the infantry. These two, the good news if you're on foot and you want to get away from it is that they don't have like a complete traverse 360 degrees. So they do have a couple of blind spots on the sides and on the front, on the back respectively. So I would recommend just stay out of those. You will probably learn these things. So basically, if you're at the back in a vehicle, you're kind of safe, because if that main cannon, the driver sees you, it's 2 or 3 shots and you're gone. So you don't really stand a chance head on. Which is something that's really interesting. The other thing is, like just like you mentioned, that thing will hunt you down, right? I mean, the imposing airship is huge, right? But it's up in the sky. It's not like gonna drive you over to get in touch with you, literally, like this thing can. And this behemoth goes really well hand in hand with the whole infantry. Like we said, the tighter combat, infantry focus. That we wanted something that would get in your face. And you could practically take it anywhere, which is a really powerful thing that the players can do with it. So we're really happy with how it turned out.
Awesome.
Yeah, like obviously, like you said, with the Zeppelin and stuff, if you hide in a building, okay, it could drop some bombs and stuff, but you might be protected. Whereas the tank behemoth can just drive in through the front door and just say hi, and then just like smash you.
I believe you can see that in the trailer if you study it closely.
Okay.
There's a shot of the behemoth going straight through a house.
I'm actually quite looking forward. So the trailer that we showed at the start of the show, for anybody who's just tuned in, you can catch that over on the Battlefield YouTube channel, or if you go to twitter.com/Battlefield, it's all on there. Yeah, take that look. I'm really looking forward to all the breakdowns, because I bet there's quite a lot of hidden gems in that trailer, as there usually is. So I'm looking forward to the trailer breakdowns. Flakfire always does a good trailer breakdown.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna love this one.
Yeah. So obviously we've got the 4 new maps that have gone into They Shall Not Pass. How do those different maps play? Is there any sort of variation from one to the other? There's one that I think we've spoke about it a little bit on the show before, that we often call it. It kind of looks like it might be the new the new Metro. Like, is that kind of the case, or is that just the bits that we've seen of it so far?
I think you're talking about Fort Devo, which is where the gameplay takes place both outside and inside of the fort. Actually, the fort called Fort Devo, and you're correct. In the description of the map, I would just say one word, which is Operation Metro. Yeah. Or Operation Locker. I mean, it's wait till you get your hands on it. It's amazing. And when you run kind of in the catacombs, in the tight hallway corridor gameplay, my tip to you is just look out for the flamethrower and grenades around the corner. Just look where you stand.
I mean, I played the map on CTE for a little bit, and I feel like it's not actually Metro, it's more Locker, because it seems more open than Metro itself. So,
well, I always thought Argonne was a bit Metro. Argonne Forest, for me.
Because it's so linear.
Yeah. There's like 3 lanes, basically, from across
exactly.
all the points.
Yeah. Whereas Fort is more open area, you can go anywhere you want.
So what kind of things can we expect from the other maps then?
For example, one of the most iconic maps, which you see in the trailer as well, it's the Verdun Heights, where everything is just on fire around you, which is just from a visual perspective really impressing when you're playing on it. But you also have this kind of vertical uphill gameplay fight on that map as well, which is really interesting on both sides. But what stands out to me on that map is the sense of when you're playing on the French side, when you're defending on that map. It really gives you this ferocious defense of the map, which the French basically did during World War I. So it's a really impressive map gameplay wise.
It's worth mentioning that the new operation, which is Verdun and Fort Devo, it's our first infantry operation. So the combat distances, everything is kind of tight.
Devil's Anvil.
Devil's Anvil is the name of the operation. Yeah, correct. And it's really, really good for infantry focus combat.
Yeah.
Moving on away from operations, sorry. Because the maps have been available on CTE recently over the last week or so, there have been a lot of talks and changes made to the maps, I believe. So what can we expect? Like, what's going to be different from the CTE maps to the vanilla maps, which are coming out in 2 weeks' time?
So yeah, we run most of these maps on the CTE, and as you remember from BF4, we're doing the same thing here, where we wanna use this content to make sure it's qualitative when it's released to everyone, but also have the chance to get early real player feedback, so we can incorporate that into a product that we want to be happy with. So what you can expect in a couple of weeks when we release this game is that we, the feedback that we had time to implement will be there, but also the things that potentially did not make the main game release, you can count on that we're still listening and that we're having continuous updates and drops to the Battlefield 1 live service as we go along. So we'll continuously use the CTE as a way to improve not only expansion pack 1, but also the main game as we go along.
Oh, that's awesome. For anybody that's sort of watching the live stream, if you guys are interested in learning more about the CTE and getting involved with it, Kevin will sorry Kevin, I'm dropping this on you out of nowhere, will very kindly drop a link to the page on the Battlefield website where you can learn more about the CTE and get involved with that sort of stuff as well, which is...
It really helped mould Battlefield 4.
Oh, definitely.
And so
Especially
I hope
towards
it's going to, we're going to see some really great kind of additions and tweaks to Battlefield 1 to make it even better than it already is.
Yeah, so there's already been a lot of changes already that have gone in. So there's stuff, the ribbons that went in recently.
Yeah.
That many of you know, that was something that was tested on the CT as well. I think it's it must be a really useful sort of like resource for you guys to actually be able to just test your crazy ideas without having to worry too much about putting them into the live game while they're still ideas.
Definitely, and Battlefield is so complex. So basically, after having CTE, which is still a small environment compared to the main game, right? The production environment. So having CTE up for, say, 20 minutes, it's still much more content and much more data and statistics that we would gather throughout the whole production of a game or an X-Pack for that matter. I mean, no matter how big testing you do on site, there's nothing compared to something like CTE. So this is golden for us. And
actually getting real unbiased
and
feedback
and real player behavior, because we all have our ways to try locally, to test locally. Everybody's usually looking for their stuff and making sure that everything works. I mean, in their area. So there's a lot, and then you have of course QA who tests everything, but still there's nothing compared to CTE.
We're committed to the CTE approach, and we'll continue to do it throughout the lifetime of Battlefield 1.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great to
Glad to hear it, guys.
So, I
go
wanted to
on,
say
Bong, you can
we've
go.
got a question from... oh, no, actually, you go first, Lee.
No,
You go first.
So we've written all these questions down. If anyone's wondering why we're stuttering, and I wrote down our names as to who would ask, and then I got sidetracked and started asking other people's questions.
Just because we've already touched on operations, so I thought we were going to go to that.
There's loads of people in the chat actually over on Twitch that have kind of been asking, and it's a question that we got asked a lot on Twitter when we put out the call for questions. So, what can you guys tell us about the new Frontlines mode and kind of how it plays, and have you got any tips for people playing Frontline modes and trying it for the first time?
Yeah, I can talk a bit about it. It's an approach where we sort of chain together Conquest and Rush from previous games and from BF1 for that matter. So it's basically it's a line of Conquest capture points, ABC or ABCDE. Theoretically, we could have more if we want to do that via CTE. And these ones are contested one at a time. The capture area is really large compared to, say, Operations or Conquest. And it becomes a game where you have these sort of long, prolonged skirmishes in every single combat area, in every single capture area for these objectives. And once you win them, the capture times are obviously tweaked they're much slower than Conquest and definitely much slower than Domination, to support that. So you have these sort of infantry battles, and tanks can come in, vehicles, where you will fight over one of these contested points. They will move towards you if you lost it, or towards the enemy HQ if you won it, and you take these ones in sequence. Once you reach any HQ for that matter, then two telegraphs become available, and then it's a matter of similar mechanic to Rush, where you have to arm and destroy these telegraphs if you're attacking, and defending if you're defending. And the attackers will have a lower amount of tickets basically they have a fair chance at one. They need to be really, really well coordinated to get both in the same sweep. Would that happen, then it's game over, and you win by taking both of those telegraphs. If you manage as a defender to stand your ground and make sure that the attackers reach 0 tickets, then we're back to the conquest area, right? So we're back where we left, basically. And we've seen this internally. We've seen this sort of comeback mechanics where one team finally coordinates their attack and they manage to survive with only a few tickets remaining and start pushing, and they push and they push and they get the vehicles at the right time and everything just clicks. And they would go over from a minor loss, which would have been a minor loss. They go all the way on the other side to the enemy HQ for a major victory where they take both of the enemy HQ telegraphs. So that's something that really works really well in this game mode. It's like a tug of war, basically. You contest one thing at a time and you move back and forth, back and forth. It's also a very symmetrical game mode. There's no roles, there's no attacker or defender. You can be both. Obviously not at the same time, but depending on how you did earlier in that round. So yeah, this sort of momentum, this is something that we really enjoyed ironing out, prototyping, and see where it takes us. And we can't wait to see you guys play it and the community.
So in short, play the objective.
Yes.
Play the objective. Definitely play the objective mode.
Yes.
Can it just kind of ping pong back and forth forever? Or obviously there's a time limit.
There's probably
I
a
guess.
time limit, yeah.
Otherwise it would be as long as the real war.
There's a timer on top of everything, and we have different winning conditions. And you can win just by being near the enemy HQ, so you don't have to take those ones. But there's you know, you have the winning bonus, you have everything involved if you manage to do well.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the point. And again, it's one of these strategic game modes where you sort of have to think ahead, because you could spawn in a vehicle and you can see that your team's doing well, and you say, hold on, I'm going to keep this vehicle, I'm going to spawn in a land ship, so I get my team a mobile spawn point when we reach the enemy HQ. And then you're right there on top of them, and that's usually, they're screwed in that case, unless they're really good and react to your armor, right, by having assault troops ready for you and so on and so on. So it's a nice tactical think ahead kind of game mode, which we really enjoy.
Cool.
That does sound. I'm quite looking forward to that. So, where does it kind of sit? I suppose gameplay, like game time length-ish when you're playing. Is it like a rush, or is it more like a conquest, or?
I think in terms of time, the timer is probably around the conquest length, somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes.
Okay.
I would say.
That could be
But
a
again,
very long
that's under the condition that none of the team take both objectives. You have to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how quickly do you think, if it was a complete whitewash, could you finish a round in?
A complete, like you call it, like a complete rollover. That's
Yeah.
probably gonna take under 10 minutes, I would say. But then you wouldn't meet any resistance whatsoever to perform something like that.
We should do a challenge when it's on.
Yeah, see
we
how
should do a
quick you can do
challenge. Like we should do a whole stream just challenge to see how quick we should do it.
Well, I suppose you could compare it to domination, where nobody on the enemy team caps anything, and you end up with 100 to 2 or something like that, right? Yeah, it has happened before, unfortunately.
You can go with your question now, Bob. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was saying we got some questions
Got off track a little.
from Twitter, and it was Left Eye Luke on Twitter said, will there be new operations? So obviously we know the name, but do we know the maps that's in that operation that's coming out? Well, there's 2, isn't there?
Yeah,
There's no one. There's 2 operations coming up. So we already talked a bit about it, but you have Devil's Anvil, which starts out at Verdun Heights. So you kind of fight your way through the burning inferno and in under the ground on Fort de Beau. And then we also have Brain Freeze, Beyond the Marne.
Beyond the Marne,
which is the second operation, which plays through the Soissons map, which is the really beautiful French countryside, rolling hills, vehicular mayhem map, which then transitions into the Rupture map, which is the 1-year-old battlefield, where you have a lot of trenches with overgrown poppies and old rusted tanks, which you can take cover behind. So that's more of the open scale vehicular operations.
Okay, cool. So the operations themselves are then kind of they've got a theme to them in the way that you want the gameplay to flow through those operations.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one is about the French defending the fort and Verdun for that matter, and the German attacking. And the other one takes place much later in the First World War. I think it's 1918 actually, when or 1718 when the French are pushing back, and I think it's one of the largest tank battles that happened that we looked at and were inspired by. Hence the vehicle focus. It's worth mentioning that again, we still wanted to have this sort of infantry, like slightly tighter combat. So you have a lot of trenches, you have a lot of towns, you have a lot of not interior, but just cities in general and structures. There's a small chateau on Soissons and so on and so on. So even as a infantry, personally, I'm an infantry player. I'll have to tell you that, and I never felt like I'm out in the open, just being, easy pickings for the vehicles, especially for the planes above. So even as an infantry, you will have a lot of routes, a lot of interesting gameplay to look forward to.
But you still have to hide for the Char-2C.
Yes.
That's good to hear. With They Shall Not Pass, I mean, we're getting 4 maps, we've got 2 operations coming. What are your personal favorite things that are coming with They Shall Not Pass?
My personal favorite is the new elite class, the Trench Raider. That guy is brutal. His main primary weapon is a melee weapon, the Trench Club. Trench Club, yes. So that's this is not the guy which you want to go head to head with in close melee combat. He looks really brutal, and when he's up on you with his melee club, your best chance is to run away and try to get help from your friends. So, really intimidating.
Does it have like the sync kill animations similar to all the other melee weapons, or is it just a dunk on the head and they're dead?
You'll see.
Okay.
He has an impact, so if he hits you with your melee weapon, you're gone,
Yes.
so to speak.
And you'll know about
He
it.
also has a belt full of grenades as well, so he is not dangerous on a distance as well.
I'm quite looking forward to that. Well, me and Westy last week's stream, we had quite a bit of fun. We discovered that Westy was the flame trooper and I was the sentry, and we discovered that we suddenly discovered that we could both ride a sidecar together. So I was riding in the side of the sidecar as the sentry, just mowing people down. It was wicked. I got like 5 kills. It was probably the best streak I'd ever had. It was
Speaking
amazing.
of the devil, Westy's in the game.
Westy's in the game?
Yeah, he's joined the game.
Oh, Mr. Westy's here. Grace with fame. So what's next for you guys then? I guess it's coming up close to the launch of They Shall Not Pass, but what do you guys move on to sort of after that? Is it straight onto the next DLC pack, or how does it work on the team?
DLC what?
Is it like is it next onto the next sort of update pack, or?
Yeah. I thought you said DLC crack, but I guess they're so good, so it could be like that. Well, for BF1 and the kind of live service that we want to provide, the show must go on. We have tons of exciting content coming out as well, and patches and optimizations and fixes. So I guess for us, it's back to work, making sure that we continue to deliver on the high bar we've set with the They Shall Not Pass expansion pack.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Andreas. So back to Battlefield and keep improving everything.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sure the community thanks you guys for your efforts. I'm really appreciative of it. As a Battlefield fan, I play a lot of Battlefield at home, and it's awesome. I think, I don't know. Just personally, I know I work for the company, so everybody can take this with a pinch of salt, but I do genuinely believe this, but I do love the way that kind of the game's being supported, and I think a lot of the community do as well, and appreciate all the hard work you guys do. Yeah, you can say it, Bullseye.
I agree. I agree with everything that Lee has said. I don't work for EA, and I agree.
So finally, we've kept you guys a little bit longer than I promised I would, so sorry. So thank you for sticking along. But this is a question that everybody was asking yesterday. We have just announced it on Twitter earlier on, and on Facebook and everything. So yeah, on behalf of everybody, when is They Shall Not Pass going to be available?
For Premium Pass owners, it's going to be on March 14th.
Awesome, and that's 2 weeks early access for the Premium Pass holders.
Yes, that it is. And it becomes available for everyone else 2 weeks later on March 28th.
Awesome.
That's
Looking
great.
forward to
Yep.
it.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Guys, I'll leave you to your evening.
Thank you.
Let you
Thank
get
you for having us.
let you go home and have a sleep. It looks like everybody's
Well deserved.
it looks like everybody's turned the lights off behind you and left the office.
The only two left.
That you say it.
So yeah, just run the Hoover around before you go out and do some cleaning. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on, guys. It's been awesome. Where can people follow you guys? Actually, you guys both have Twitter accounts.
We have.
Do you want stalking by the Battlefield community? Because they won't leave you alone. It's your choice.
Well, they can go ahead. I'm already out there. I have some questions, so bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Oh.
Yeah, people in the chat. Kevin will drop links to their Twitter profiles down in the. He's just done it down in the chat. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on, guys.
Thank you.
It's been amazing.
Thank you.
We'll be over next week for some of those cakes.
I won't be.
All right, we'll stock up.
Yeah, you're gonna need to.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was a treat.
Right.
That was a
that
treat.
Was amazing. Yeah.
Lovely guys. I love talking to Dice. But yeah, no, that was great. I enjoyed having those guys on. Everybody who sent in questions over on Twitter and Facebook and everything like that over the last sort of 24 hours, you guys in the chat, you've all been amazing. Thank you very much for sending those in. Sorry if we didn't get to all of them. We we were supposed to have the guys for only like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I promised we wouldn't keep them for very long, and we did. But it was totally worth it.
I don't think we can be blamed for that.
I don't think we can be blamed. But yeah, no, it was awesome.
They
to have
shouldn't be
those
so
guys on.
interesting to talk to. It's their own fault.
Right, back to the show.
Why can't
If you're
I
just tuning
jump?
in to Battlefield Weekly, hello. You just missed an amazing interview with the guys from DICE. We was asking them your questions. But that'll be up on YouTube. You'll be able to watch that back. Or if you're watching on Facebook, you can you'll be able to catch the stream sort of afterwards as well. Although that's actually kind of weird because you're watching it on Facebook now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm on about. Just waffling at this point. Just
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Lee. Don't worry.
this week on the streams, Bong's back.
I am back. And we're joined with my Khan!
There it is. Yep, there's the joke. Yep, the Star Trek joke. Hi, I'm Bullseye from Twitter. That's probably where you know me from. I do Easter egg stuff.
Easter egg stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm known for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay. I knew you for something else.
What? Oh, emails.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Thank you for coming on this week, Bullseye.
Thank you for
Actually,
having me,
it's
yeah.
awesome to have a community member on who just likes Battlefield. So that's Bullseye.
Love it.
That's
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Hi,
Drop
that's
him
me.
a follow on Twitter at TheBullzeyeKK.
The
TheBullzeyeKK.
Bullseye.
Oh, I've never got that many kills with the Fortress gun in one shot.
Really? How many did you
He
get?
just wiped out 3 of us
Oh,
in
no,
a single
it's
shot, that guy.
Um,
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
Before we started the show earlier, right, we were getting ready, and Bullseye was like, "Tactical Brit, what was he playing on?" He was on console. No, I'll get 48. I'll get 50 easy.
Yeah.
What do you want? You're not
I'm
even
on.
close.
I'm on 12.5 now.
You got to get to you got to get over 48,000 by the end of the thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know, mate.
see.
I'm not
I'll-
buying
I'll
it.
get
I'm not
it,
buying
yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm just instantly dying.
I've done terrible this week.
Classic, classic
I
battle.
think I've maybe got 3 kills.
Spawn and
let's
perish.
Say hello
Oh,
to
give me
people
a
in the
break.
chat. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. Wipeout Warriors
I just
here.
got teabagged by Westy.
Oh, what? Oh, mate.
He was on our team last round.
Cameron.
Where is he? I'm gonna
We need
find
to
him.
talk.
I need his tags. Where is he? Which point?
He was on D. I think I
Wipeout
was
Warriors
on
here. Blaze Maniacs here.
I've seen him.
I see him.
The Strikers
No.
here again.
His mic is down. Oh, I'm still gonna.
Wallow.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Jeremy McDodd, did you just kill Westy?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Bong killed him. Teabagging him. No, totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yep. No, I'll get it. I mean, game's only started. I'm at 3.5k. You know, total 16k. Getting there.
You getting there?
I probably won't get it.
Lachlan was pretty keen. He was like, he was playing before, like we were ready. He was
No, Lachlan arrived. I think that week. Lachlan was here at like 3.
I didn't do too bad then, did I? I came at 4.
Yeah, you were here at 4.
Cool people arrived 5 minutes before the show starts.
Yeah, the cool people rocking.
So not you, because you arrived 15 minutes ago.
Coming up in today's show, we've got clips of the week for you. We'll show them after this game, I think.
How many clips this week?
How many clips are in clips of the week? 5. There are 5 clips in this week's clips of the week, including one that.
Whoa, that guy just.
I'll show you when it's on actually. But,
no, not again.
It's an amazing kill, but you've got to. You have to slow it down to actually see what happened.
Okay.
Did you slow it down though?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, have we got like time by Hans?
But yeah, we've got some good clips this week. Thank you to everybody who sent them in. If you guys have got a clip that you want to see shown on Battlefield Weekly, there is a link down below underneath on the live stream, or if you're watching on the YouTube replay, there's a link in the description where you can do all that
I just
stuff.
killed Westy, teabagged him. Somebody ran up, revived him. I shot him in the back of the head and then teabagged him. Oh my god!
Whoop! I just fell down.
Consider
He typed in the chat, no, and then he typed no again. Oh, sorry.
Just switch this pile of bodies.
Yeah.
I want to get a kill on Westy now. Where is he?
He was on B.
Right.
I don't know where he is now though.
You know, Westy this week he was like, I can't come on this week. I'm busy. He said.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he's
playing.
busy. He's playing Battlefield on his own setup, trying to get the best score.
It doesn't count, Westy. Westy, it doesn't count.
I spoke to him earlier today. He said he's editing his videos. Of course he is. Yeah, sure.
I love that the medic chose to revive him while I was still stood there. While I was teabagging him, he just thought, I know what I'll do. I'll revive him, and then I'll get 100 points no matter what happens.
Win's a win.
Yeah.
Wasn't this the map that you didn't want to play on?
Yeah, it's Empire's Edge, I told you.
I just realised.
Every week you can't get away from Empire's Edge.
I was going to search for Amiens, and you went, no, that's quick match.
Every week, Empire's Edge. We'd miss it if it didn't come up though.
Yeah.
We
In
did have
fairness, it's a good map.
Would you?
we did. No word of a lie. We had a whole stream that was Empire's Edge.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's one of these maps that it's got like nice varied gameplay. So you've got like infantry areas and then huge fields for all the tanks and stuff and the planes to kind of muck about in. And the little fortress, the Bastion Point, is almost like a map in itself. Like this little point down here, G. Like
Well,
you
G
could,
and A
you
are
could spend
really
a whole game in
like
there
that,
and
yeah.
it's fine. But I really
I
like
wanna
it.
find
I think it's
Westy.
probably my second favourite map.
I want a knife fight, Westy.
What's your favourite then?
Amiens.
Oh, I agree. Totally agree. Because it's so infantry based.
It's just the best map.
Right, I'm gonna go up. Westy, if you're watching, get on F. Right, and then get on F, and then come up to this. There's a field behind F, behind this farm.
Oh,
Just
1v1.
Head
1v1.
head towards the big cross on the hill. And I'm here,
Well, I was Easter egg hunting on this map.
and I want to.
'Cause
It's bad, isn't it?
I want
I-
a
yeah.
knife.
Gets to you.
Not a knife fight. I want a Lucille fight.
The mace fight.
I was Easter egg hunting on this map, and I was searching for apparently a hill and a barn and stuff.
Oh,
for
that,
this
yeah.
thing.
I still
And
need to do
I
that.
didn't even know what I had to look for, and I kept noticing references to Christ all over this map, and I was convinced it was something to do with the Easter egg. And Jack was going, I don't think Dice would make an Easter egg that's about Jesus. And I was like, no, I think it is. Oh, look how good that looks. Look at the rays of sun casting down from D there, Lee.
I
Look
know,
at
it's
that.
amazing. The way it glistens off
Yeah,
Lucille.
the god rays, right? See, there's another
Is
hint.
Westy a coward?
I don't know.
Probably.
Where is he? Westy, come on. We're at the back of F.
He probably can't get past our team. We're that good.
He is here. I know he's. Wait.
He's
just going to come out from
I
the
was going to
floor
say,
like
if
a
he's going
mole.
to come out the floor and then just knife us from behind.
Cheating. Oh, I just got killed.
Come on, Westy.
Westy's en route, says Westy.
Where
in
are
the
you,
chat.
West? He's not en route.
He says he's en route.
What's he doing?
He's a liar. He's
in
probably
I bet
he's
his
probably in a
He's in his
plane.
plane, come in. No. I think, is it him?
What, that plane? No, that's not him.
Oh, I see him. Can I kill him?
Where is he? No,
No.
you can't kill him.
He's right there.
It's-
on the,
it's
on the
between
far
him and
right.
Lee.
Oh, he just got killed, I think.
He just got killed.
Yep, he just got killed by a tank. I just saw him die. Oh, poor guy. He tried so hard.
I think tactical Brits records, so.
Yeah, tactical Brits. Tactical
That's
Brits.
supposed to.
Go on, Westy. I'm
So
getting
mean.
bored. Lying down now.
What?
So bored. I'm lying down. Sexy man pose.
Desert is greater than Amiens, says Reverend in the
Like,
chat.
wow.
You're
okay.
wrong.
Yep,
I'm
yeah,
afraid.
very wrong.
You know what? Sinai Desert actually has warmed on me the longer the game's been out, because I got sick of it during the closed alpha and beta
Hey,
and the tests and stuff. So because I played it too much. But now that you only play it once every now and again, it's actually quite a good map. Like, it's a decent conquest
have you
map.
ever looked at the sun while the storm is on?
No. The
Yeah.
brown sugar.
Yeah, do it.
I'm sick of it.
It's painful. Blinds you.
Come on, Westy. Hurry up, mate.
Otto's Pocket says, how do we get the best community in the world on console?
So, best community in the world dog tag on console. Kevin will very kindly drop some codes. Oh, who just threw a grenade at me? Was that Westy?
Yeah, there he is.
Where is he?
It's just...
Get him!
Oh,
no, it's a random
Get
guy.
him! Cheating!
Get him!
Ozinator.
No, get him! No, fight! This,
No, that's
was
not Westy,
cheat.
it's a
That's not
random
Westy.
guy.
Oh, Rando McRanderson.
Stream sniper.
He just ruined
Yeah,
Battlefield
I think
Weekly.
it is a stream sniper.
Stream sniper.
Look, he's lying down now at the back. Look at him. What's he doing? Yeah, well,
He's dead.
go on, tank. I don't know where Westy is. What were we talking about?
I forgot.
Westy, to be honest.
No. We were talking about the
Maps,
best dog,
maps.
Best dog
community
tag,
in the
best
world.
community in the world
that's
dog tag.
Yep.
Yes, best community in the world dog tag. So we'll drop some codes down in the chat. Look out for a guy called Total FPS. He'll be dropping them.
Where have you shot from?
Very kind guy
They're
he is.
they're in F somewhere.
They're also on E.
What you need to do is redeem them on your EA account. Make sure if you're playing on console that you've got your PlayStation and or Xbox Live accounts kind of connected to your EA account, and then the next time you boot into Battlefield, you will have the best community in the world.
Right, Lee, this guy that shot us is up on that
I
hill
know,
there,
it's
the
a sniper. He sniped me. This is rubbish. We'll have to find somewhere else.
No, Lee, I'll get him. Come on.
And I'm trying to
He's hiding behind a rock.
get some points.
Let's get
so I
behind
can
this
actually
rock
beat
here. Look, we just need to move and fire and move and fire.
Ugh.
Right, give me covering fire. Lee!
We have taken objective George.
Shot me. Dead again.
It's alright, Lee.
There's a guy in the south and there's a guy in the north, and they just sit like...
I
Right.
just want to have a knife fight with Westy.
Should probably do it on a private server.
Go up to the top of the
No,
hill by
I'm
the cross.
moving. I'm going to
But
B.
we can't do that now.
No, I'm
because-
going to B. I'm at B.
Just do it on A, it's nearest spawn.
And,
And we've got A as well.
no, don't want to.
Don't want to.
It's my live stream.
The sass.
Right, Westy. I'm at the back of B. Come at me, bro.
Is there another one?
Westy said to come up by the cross. Where is he?
What by the cross?
That's all the way at the other side of the map.
Oh, hang on. That's up there.
Casually promoting Neeps Gaming.
We have lost objective George.
Oh, right. Okay. If you just tuned into Battlefield Weekly, I'm wondering what's going on and why there was such a clickbait title. You've missed the Dice Dev Q&A. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's done.
It's back to normal Battlefield Weekly now. You'll be able to catch up on all that over on YouTube, so keep an eye out for the links. Or you can obviously watch it back once this stream is finished on Twitch and Facebook.
Which is what I usually do, sorry.
You don't watch it live? Is that what you're saying?
No,
It's not what you usually do. You said earlier, we were talking about something earlier. You
Not
went,
for-
I haven't watched it for the last couple of weeks.
2 weeks.
When you sat down, you were like, there's only 3 of you. I was like, there's only 3 of us for ages.
Shh.
I don't know where Westy is. Can't find
No.
him.
I think this is a ploy, because obviously we're the two best players.
Is he
Lee,
still in the game?
And
Oh,
Westy's
yeah.
just trying to get us to... Yeah, hang on, who's that there?
It's just that
There's an
sniper
assault
dude
player
from
down
earlier.
there. No, there's an assault player.
It's just
yeah.
stream sniper man
Incoming
from
knife.
earlier. It is. It's Ozinator again. He's cheating.
It's not cheating if you stream stuff.
Oh!
I keep killing Sergeant Moody.
Let's have a
I feel like
little
it's
drink.
a sign.
Don't know where to go. Right, I'm not. I'm going back to F.
I've just run across the map and now you want to change location.
Make your mind up, Lee.
So where did you change location to meet him? Up by B?
I don't know. Where's a good spot to meet somebody on this map? Yeah, let's go to B. Right, I'm going to B.
I'm up B and I'm running up the hill. Like Kate Bush.
What about this little barn up here? This little barn that's kind of behind A. That might be a decent
Okay.
spot. Because Westy can spawn near that.
Yeah.
And we'll do that.
Okay.
This is where we
I
were
can
looking
hunt for my Easter eggs as well.
This is
on
what,
there,
Did you find your Easter egg in the end?
yeah. No.
No.
Because
completed it?
after 2 hours, I got frustrated at looking at barns.
You
and
got
I
frustrated?
Yeah, so I got a tank and I started destroying barns.
I have no ammo.
And I think if you destroy them, then obviously you destroy where your little Easter egg might show up, and it's like a little arrow or something like that. I don't know exactly how to do it yet. I haven't looked into it because I didn't want to waste any more hours of my life trying to get a dog tag. It's a cool looking dog tag though. It's like the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah. I still need to get
Carl,
mine.
Easter egg man.
I still need to get mine, actually. I was busy during the Easter egg hunt.
Oh, so you're known for the Easter eggs and you haven't done the...
You know for Easter eggs and you've not done the Easter egg?
Yeah, I know everything about it. It's just I haven't had the time to do it because it's quite a process if you don't know already.
So walk us through
You
the
probably
process. Like briefly walk us through the process because I genuinely don't know. So we were trying to work it out last week, the other week.
Get headphones, go to an MCOM, get more.
So where do you find the headphones?
Where?
Are they random?
They have their own spawn locations on servers, but all the spawn or most of those spawn locations have been found, so you can go check out the Battlefield Easter egg Discord. I don't know.
Battlefield Easter egg Discord?
Yeah.
No, you know, so tell people about that.
Yeah, okay, there's a Discord for Battlefield Easter eggs. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to, so I thought I would check quietly. So you find headphones, locations are found. If it doesn't show up in either of the locations, just change server. So basically get headphones, go to an MCOM, get a Morse code. Morse code gives you a location that you go to find a symbol, which then plays music, and then you do the whole process again like 3-4 times, and then you basically get the dog tag. Long story short.
Okay.
Oh.
Done.
Done.
Easy.
Easy.
So why haven't you done it yet?
I haven't had the time.
What have you been doing?
I'm here right now, so I would have done it today.
Oh, so you would have done it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Lee posted
I hope
yesterday.
you're happy, Lee. He's not going to get that dog tag tonight because you've asked him to come on beer.
I'll probably still do it when I get home, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I reckon that Westy is too afraid to fight me.
I think he is.
That's
He's
why
probably
backed out.
We've been here for ages. I think Westy's genuinely too... We're right by his spawn.
Yeah, we've made it nice and easy for him. In fact, Lee, come into this barn.
He'll come up with
let's
another
wait for him in
excuse,
the
to be
eaves of
honest.
the barn.
What's in the barn?
Well,
Is this where we're having Fight Club?
yeah. Fight club upstairs in the barn.
Upstairs... upstairs barn Fight Club. Oh yeah, this is a good spot.
Come on, Westy.
This is a bit like the barn where Patrick Swayze lives in Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. What? That's what you can say after you can say Roadhouse after you kick him.
An amazing film for those of you who haven't seen it, which is probably most of you.
I haven't seen it.
It was probably out 20 years before you were born, Khan.
Okay. That's probably why then.
So he won't get that reference either. Where's the come out to play? Do you know what that film's that from?
I know.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, the Warriors.
Westy's not coming, he's bottled it.
Well, he says he's coming to fight.
Someone's
now.
taken over my...
I thought he was hard. I thought Westy was hard.
Um,
He gives it the big shot. The big shot YouTuber talk. I don't know, you put him on the...
oh, working again.
Put him on a live stream reveal event and he's all gob. He's not coming. He's not coming.
He's not.
He's too afraid, isn't
Oh,
he?
here he is! It's just him! Here he is!
Okay.
Do it, Lee.
What's he got? What's he got? I wanna try to eye him up.
Oh, God.
Hang on. 3,
Well, we got a countdown.
2, 1.
He'll go on 1. I told you he's going on 1.
Come on, what's he doing? I'm gonna have you, Westy. I'm having this.
Get him!
Get him! Oh, no! Oh, he's done me! That was a rubbish game.
You came up with the idea.
I tried to throw you a health pack as well.
Is he still there? Finish him off, Bonk.
I did. I medical surged him.
Good lad, good lad.
No honour. Terrible. Look.
Rude.
There's no honour in war. There's only the victor. And they write the history books, so.
So that's Cap A. Seems as real. I think Westy's coming in. Someone's coming in that bunker with you, lads.
Where?
One thing I
We've
did
already killed
research
him.
when I was doing these videos before. Oh no! Oh, Westy's just.
I will avenge you. Oh, teabag.
Who was that? Who'd you kill?
Westy just clubbed me.
Was this Westy?
I was going to say, when I was researching your video, before BF1 came out, shortly after the reveal, we were kind of speculating about what tanks, what vehicles and stuff might be in. And it's really interesting to read about the aces, the pilots and stuff, and how the way that they used to fight, and there was almost a camaraderie between enemy pilots, like they respected each other. And
so not like me and Westy then?
No. And there was one of the best British pilots was a man whose second name was Ball. I can't remember his first name. I think it might be Edward. But the Red Baron actually said that he was by far the best British flying man. And I'm sure he said it with that.
It was
like
exactly
that.
how he
Just
said
like that,
it.
right?
Yeah.
He knew
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. But I like that kind of thing, and I was hoping that maybe we'd
gentlemanly.
kind of,
You're hoping for some gentlemanly action in Battlefield?
yeah.
What, you also wanting some
that's
tea or
such a
something?
brutal,
Tea time.
Just a punch in the kidney. No, well, kind of a knife in the kidney and then a punch to the face.
I am surrounded by enemies right now.
I'm on B and it's foggy.
Yep, same.
People in the chat, if you want to join
come
us, we're playing on PC this week. We are on server number, I've lost it, damn it.
Like a ninja.
38842.
I'm not going to beat Lachlan.
You're not going to beat Lachlan, we
No,
knew that.
I'm not
We knew that before we turned the PCs on.
The PCs were already on before I came.
That's how long we knew.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if anyone's ever going to be. Look at this. This is gnarly up here.
Oh no.
Well, that man just fell out of the sky.
Maybe he was in the plane.
No! He literally just
He has
plummeted out of
seen
the
things,
sky.
horrors.
We have taken
Where am I?
objective
I can't see anything. Like, I'm that blind.
So what juicy clips have we got coming up?
Juicy
after this
clips.
game?
Juicy clips.
Community clips.
There's some clips.
I bet you there's a sniper clip in there
There's. I think there might be a sniper clip. There's some plane clips. We got a lot of plane clips.
Yes, I got Westy again!
somewhere. The teabag.
What have we got? Plane clips. You know what? I honestly can't remember. They're good though.
They're good.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
good because I wouldn't have put them in if they were. There was one guy, and bless him, because I wanted to show just basically. I could have just showed all of his clips.
Did he send that?
There was one lad who sent in about he must have sent in about 5 or 6 clips, and they were all really really good. But I didn't want to.
Show
I
favouritism,
felt
like,
guilty
yeah.
just like showing favouritism and
Yeah.
just showcasing all of his clips. So I picked I picked what I thought was I picked my favourite one.
Okay.
But yeah, if you guys want to get in on the clips of the week action, you can submit those. There's a link down below underneath the stream.
Bonus points for a montage of us knifing Westy.
Yeah, bonus points. People have started actually submitting clips from Battlefield Weekly into the clips. I don't know who does it. Like it started.
Isn't the idea that it kind of needs to be them playing the game?
It started Sweet Lady Pie Week, and because it obviously. But then since then, I don't know if it's the same person that does it, but every week somebody submits a load of clips in from. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it doesn't count if you submit a clip of us. It doesn't count. You want to submit your clips.
Don't you have to prove that it's your clip?
Not really, because we only ever give the
you
tags
just-
to the
Striker
people whose
saying
username
my
is on
clip got
screen.
vetoed because it would upset Bong.
Who is this?
Striker.
Striker. What was?
He's saying
I
his
can't remember
clip.
what Striker's clip was.
I
You'll have to
don't
jog my memory.
know. He just said in the chat, my clip got vetoed because it would upset Bong. So I'm interested on what that. If it was anything to do with the artillery truck, it can burn in.
Oh no, it was to do with the artillery truck actually. I think I do remember that one now. But yeah, we've got a massive collection
I'm not gonna
massive
get
collection of clips of the week. There's like, they all go into this form thing, and
Yeah.
there's probably about 1,000 in it now.
Wow.
And I'll never get through them all. But I have. What I've actually done is I've passed it over to the guys, the team that look after the Battlefield Facebook and Twitter pages. So if you do submit a clip of the week, there's a chance
They
that if
might
your clip
sling
is
it on
awesome
there.
enough,
Nice.
that it might get shown up on there, which is always pretty cool. Let's bring up the scores. Wow,
Yeah.
Bullseye finished. Actually, look, you did all right with the scores actually.
Thank you.
Me and Bong did quite bad.
I did fine. We spent
It's
90%
okay.
of the time
Yeah,
stood
well,
in
he
the
was-
field waiting for Westy.
We was looking for Westy, to be fair.
I'm opening some packs.
Excuses is all I'm hearing.
I reckon it's clips of the week time, lads. We've spoke about it enough. Should we take a look at clips of the week? We good for clips of the week?
Let's do that.
We're good for clips of the week. Let's take a look.
I can't
This
see
one's
that
from
part.
Blue.
Dabba dee, dabba die.
Oh, this is a pretty decent run, actually. Look at that.
Wow. Back rage.
It's just,
If that was me,
he
I would
just
be dead
mows
by
them
now.
all down.
It's just the obliviousness of people sometimes.
This is the one. So you didn't see what happened, but wait for it in the slow-mo. See, the pigeon's just taken off. And then he manages to no-scope the pigeon. What?
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
That must have been an accident.
Probably. I mean, things like that don't usually
No
happen.
scoping a pigeon
if
is
you
pretty
want them to
impressive.
happen.
Shooting a pigeon
He's
is pretty
cheating.
impressive.
He's cheating.
It's iPath. This is a good bombing run, this one. Oh, no, wait, hang on. This wasn't the
He's
bombing
bombing
run.
with himself.
No,
He's
this
using
wasn't,
his
no, this
own
wasn't the
body
bomber.
as the
His
bomb.
plane goes
Oh,
poof
shotgun
and then gets
like
a kill.
this.
It was his plane that got the kill in the
okay,
distance.
okay.
It's Pastrana. This was a funny one. I think he called it this one the Super Mario spree
boom.
or something like that.
A little teabag at the end
there's
as
the
well.
new tank.
There's the
Broken
new
Mac.
tank. This one's from the CTE. Look at that tank
Oh,
kill.
lovely. That tank is brutal.
Is
really
it?
good?
Yeah.
I am
You
looking
don't want
forward
to
It's
get
also the
close.
shape
You just
of a
do not
baguette.
want to get close
Yeah.
to it.
It's obviously so the French could store their lunch.
That's exactly
the
why it's
design.
that shape, I'm sure.
and not because it's got a field gun in it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
The lunchbox.
We're in Argonne
Is
Forest.
what I'm going to call it now.
Playing on Argonne Forest. Come and join us, people of the chat. I forgot the thing again. What was the number?
38842.
38842.
42.
38842.
Yeah.
Come and join us. We're on PC playing Argonne Forest. This is going to be the last game of the evening. We've also got some clips of the... No, we just did clips of the week.
Yeah.
We've got some... what are them things called? Battlefield... No, wait.
Dog tags.
Dog
Dog
tags.
tags. Dog tags. There we go. The guy behind the camera's going... I'm like, what's he on about? We've got some best community in the world dog tags, which we'll be giving away.
Well, Total FPS just dropped a couple in the chat there. Delete the question marks and then just enter that into Origin or the EA website, I think. And then
you want to get to
reading.
your EA account, you can get to
Yeah.
it via Origin. You can actually get to it through most EA websites, actually. If
Okay.
there's a page, if there's a bit where you log in, I think you can get to it from the Battlefield account even. If there's a bit where you log in, you can click on that and it'll take you through to like the EA account, and then you make sure you've got your accounts connected to your consoles if you play on console for your key to show up.
Good.
But it will
Dog
show
tag
up
to
across
show up.
wherever you play Battlefield, which is pretty cool.
I've got a pretty spectacular dog tag.
Which one?
Oh, that
Di-
one.
the
Yeah,
Dice
that one.
Friends.
Oh, you've got Dice Friends
I
dog
think
tag.
I do. Oh, Game Changers. One of the two.
I've got so I've got on one of the EA dog tags that they send us around, because they sent around an email. Like anybody that works in EA can have like one of the special EA dog tags. So if you see that, that's an EA employee that's got one of them. Before they kind of sent out the codes to the whole company,
Yeah.
Mr. Braddock sent me a code, and he was like, "Hey, dude, here's a dog tag." And I was like, "Cool." So we did it on my account. And it turned out for the best part of like the first month of the game, there was only 3 people that had that dog tag, and I'd be playing online. I think it was St. Quentin Scar. I was held up. We were playing St. Quentin Scar. Somebody obviously clocked that I had that dog tag, and obviously then word got out, and everybody then wanted that dog tag.
They tried to knife
And
you.
it was literally the whole server was chasing me around a map trying to get that dog tag. We were on. What were we playing on? We were on St. Quentin Scar, actually. It was on a Friday Night Battlefield, and Light and Warrior and Blaze Maniac and some of those guys were playing with us. It was a good laugh.
I like it when there's
That's
kind of almost like a contagious dog tag kind of thing. So if there was a dog tag they brought out, maybe a zombie dog tag, and then if whoever knifes the person that owns that dog tag then gets
yeah.
it.
That's what they
gets
did
passed
it
around.
with. That's what they did with Hardline as well.
Yeah.
Where you could equip the dog, or not the dog tag, the patch that you got from the enemy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because they had like patches like.
Oh yeah, the visceral
sewn on
ones and the
patches.
dice ones that you could equip. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Fun game that was.
Good times. Bullseye, we haven't spoke too much about you this stream. We normally do a little intro, like give people a
Well, I
chance
mean,
to talk about
there
what
is
they
a
do.
dice
guys stole
But
the
the
show.
Dice guys were here and they were stealing the show.
There
So
isn't really much
I'm going to give you a chat. Like,
there about me, to be honest.
why are you so cool?
I'm not. I'm just another Battlefield player, you know, who has followers on Twitter, does Easter egg hunting with said community members, and that's basically all I do. I've also got a Battlefield and Star Wars Battlefront news account on Twitter. It's called Battlefield Roundup, if I can promote it.
Yeah.
Battlefield Roundup.
I like oh, it's called Battlefield Roundup if I
I
can
said the
promote
giant
it.
shadow was wank. Last time I was on, and I'm still here, so don't worry.
It's Battlefield Roundup, if you guys want to give it a follow, you know, self-promotion here. But that's pretty much it. I mean, Easter eggs on Battlefield news account.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome of you, man. Thank you. Doing stuff like that.
What are your hopes for the next Battlefront?
Next Battlefront? Oof. I mean,
Don't get me in trouble, lads. Don't get me in trouble.
I already loved the first one. So whatever they add to it would only make it
I
better.
hope it gets
I think.
a little bit more Battlefieldified, if that's the term.
I feel
which it is now because I've coined it.
What does that mean? Then?
Basically, I want more vehicles. Like
it has vehicles.
I know, but it's not
ATSTs.
quite conquesty, is it? It needs to feel a bit more like Battlefield, and that's what I want from it. And I know it's Star Wars, and I know it's pew pew, but you know, give me like a fleet of the little jet bike speeders.
Speeder
bikes.
Speeder bikes.
Yeah,
Yep,
like
that's
imagine 3 or 4 of them against, like circling around and trying to take down a ATST or something.
You can do that in
No, well,
Battlefront.
kind of, but they're
not
impossible to-
really.
Like, I want it more like horses.
So speeder bikes with legs.
No, but like the controls.
Someone
I don't know.
Photoshop that.
It's difficult to explain, but basically, I just want it more like kind of more like Battlefield.
I am on this.
It feels like a little bit of a kind of
Say it.
not
Just say
dumbed
it.
down,
Say it.
but not
Casual.
Yeah, more casual than
Yeah.
the Battlefield. No, I'd like a bit more of a hardcore gameplay experience.
I know what you
Because
mean.
the setting
Yeah.
and the graphics and everything
It's
about
beautiful
it is great.
game.
Just
Beautiful.
that the gunplay, there isn't as much kind of skill gap, I guess, in the gunplay for me. Not that
They
I'm
all seem pretty much the same. Like
shit,
one
I'm
is
just
just like
grenading
the
myself. Talking about skill gap, yeah.
Anyway,
other. Oh, the
Battlefield.
irony in that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Battlefield Weekly.
Maybe we could do a Battlefront week.
It's all in the DICE EA family, isn't it? It's all good.
Do it during Star Wars Celebration. Just say.
Sorry?
Star Wars Celebration coming up in Orlando. Just do it during that week.
You're not getting nothing out of me. I am a blank slate, mate. Nice try, though. I'll give you that.
The look he just gave me.
You're getting nothing out of me.
Well, the EA Star Wars Twitter announced something, but let's talk about Battlefield.
Anyway. I tried, guys. I tried.
Yeah, but Bullseye can take the blame for all that.
Then you vote Bullseye. Where am I going? I've never been in this part of the map before.
What?
Where is this?
Is that near Damo's house?
Press M.
I don't know.
Where is that?
I've never been down here before. Where am I? I'm that one. Christ, I'm miles away from
Oh,
anything.
you're spawn.
Let's
basically.
let's not.
You're in this.
I've never spawned before.
Yeah, the Bongeh. Yeah.
Objective Duff.
The Bongeh originated in Counter-Strike, where I
Oh no.
threw a grenade, and it hit the top of like a doorway, bounced back, and killed my entire team on a round that was literally a clutch round for us to win the game.
I like that this guy was just here dancing on his own, just waiting for me to come round the corner. Narwhal Dave.
Oh, good old Dave. Good old Dave.
Where are the other enemy team?
Talking about Star Wars, anyway.
Enemy team are all over the.
They've got C.
Well, yeah, because we kind of backcapped them, so they had to go back. So now they're pushing in from C. I
So
guess.
what are we going for?
I'm doing terrible.
Well, C is really integral for this map, I think.
All right, let's go for
If
C.
you hold C, you pretty much win the game because it's so hard to retake because it's just open air.
I usually like to
There's
go,
no cover.
like with this map, if I spawn on A, for example, I'll take A, take B, and then go round to E,
Yeah.
and not for C, and just so the enemy team has to go back to cap E, and then which gives your team the chance to cap C. That's my thought process when I'm playing this map, or any map really.
I just got you late.
Whoa. Oh
Just
no.
fire.
Perfectly.
Fire and
perfectly
explosions,
safe
I
there.
don't like it, never mind, I'm dead.
This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm dead.
You just died.
that it? There was only one guy down there.
Oh,
Shocking.
I'm trying out this autoloader because Jack told me to use it because he said that he thinks I'd get more kills with it.
Are
But
you?
it's not working.
You're not, are you? No.
Jack Frags, what does he know about Battlefield?
I know. I told him you have to be able to aim to hit people, but he said I'd get kills with it.
Well, he
This one's
probably
only
knows
got,
what he's
apparently
talking
there's a
about.
variant that's got more than 5 bullets. This one's only got 5 bullets before you have to reload. Oh, that looks good though. Look at that Harambe.
I need about 25
Look at
bullets.
That's my emblem.
Let's not get into that, shall we?
Whoa, we're live
I've
on
got-
the internet.
I've got
We
an,
should get full internet. Bring out the memes.
I've got the EA logo on mine, but it's not showing.
I've got the Neepscape.
It's
No,
raining.
I don't. What happened to my logo?
Oh, I'm dead.
Give me that flame trooper
I'm dead.
Yes.
If you just joined us, if you just tuned into the stream, wondering what's going on and why there's no DICE people here doing a Q&A, it's because you missed it and you were late. You should have been on it
Earlier.
Spilled all the beans.
6:30 every week. You know this, guys. It's not like, yeah.
Some
you missed
people
it
might
all.
not know it though.
They all know it. They all know it.
Yeah.
They all
Do
know
they?
it. Yeah,
All of them?
The
everybody
whole
knows it.
community.
But yeah, you'll be able to catch the replay with the guys from DICE. It'll be up on the YouTube channel. Obviously, you can watch it back on Twitch once this stream is finished, and on Facebook Live as well. It was awesome having those guys on. I'm really looking forward to the new DLC. They shall not pass.
I love.
It's looking. I can't.
Maps look beautiful though.
I don't know.
Just saying that.
So I haven't actually seen any of the maps outside of what we've shown in the trailers. Because
pretty
I've
much the
kind
same.
of deliberately sort of kept. Like I haven't played them. I haven't seen them in like this sort of.
Yeah.
Like seeing them running kind of thing, because I just want to enjoy them when they come out. But yeah, interesting to hear people of the chat what your favourite, what you're most looking forward to out of the new expansion pack. Either whether it's the, I think one of the guys from DICE, when we were talking to him earlier, they said they really like the new Elite class, the new Behemoth as well. Yeah, it'd be really good. Sound off. Let us know what's your favourite thing about the new DLC.
I really like the new Behemoth. It's.
I don't.
Have you had a go in it?
Yeah. So I played one round on the CTE. I've only played one map. I
And
can't
you've
even
played
remember
with
its
the tank.
name. But I got in the tank and I was in the back gun. It's almost got like 180 degrees vision of the back. So as long as the driver reverses everywhere, it feels like you're driving. But you're not. It's
But you're
brutally
not.
good. It's got such a good gun on it, and I got hell of a lot of kills. And it's hard to take down, but it's really, really slow. So it can basically, if it goes to a point, unless you're gonna expend all of your anti-tank ammo on it and then perish, there's no point in being anywhere near it because.
I think even if I put in all my anti-tank rocket thingies into that tank and my anti-tank grenades, it wouldn't die, would it?
No, it wouldn't kill it, but you do damage to it, and actually. But that's the thing, you need to whittle it down. You can't just leave it alone. Somebody has to deal with it. So,
It's one of the reasons I run away from it, because I'm usually on my own, because no one else
Credit
on
to
my
team
team does
then.
assault.
A couple of people in the chat. Oh, hang on, this is moving too fast for me to keep up with it. I just saw. I think it was Blaze Maniac. Yeah, Blaze Maniac said she's looking forward to Rupture. She loves the poppies. Tilbo says, I can't say that one. Saucissons.
Saucissons.
I need to.
Bad name
I need to. I need to. I need to
It's like Soissons. isn't it?
Soissons.
What, like croissant?
Sorry, French people.
Sorry.
Sorry. I need to formally apologise to a whole country for being incredibly English at you. Noel Dave's here again. Hello. Frontline, illuminate the skies. It's a love for a bit of everything. Actually, it seems pretty. Pretty. Where would Adal Xbox says, where would I submit a Calibri montage? Oh, you put a Calibri montage. I want to see that. Down below, underneath the video, there's the Battlefield Weekly box on Twitch. There's a link there to submit your clips.
In the info panels.
In the info panels. Kevin will very kindly
it
drop
like
a link in the chat shortly. You get it from there. Yes, I want to see
There
the
you go.
Calibri
Kevin's done
montage.
it.
We'll show that next
Google
week.
link.
Good lad, Kev.
That was quick.
Good lad, Kev. He's a good lad, isn't he, Kev?
Yeah.
He's
Nice-
the
nice
silent.
chap.
I've never met him, but he's a
He's
very
the
nice
silent
guy.
hero of Battlefield Weekly, poor Kevin.
Why don't we get Kevin on?
I was talking to that
Yeah,
that.
we probably should actually. I think. Oh, hang on, there's a lot up there.
And just have him in the corner.
Just have him in the corner, being really quiet
On his laptop.
on his laptop. Yeah.
Well, what about Kyle Riley?
Kyle O'Reilly. I want to get Kyle on. He's busy.
He's FIFA now, isn't he?
Kyle looks after kind of the EA Sports titles. So we have cutely called ourselves the Guns and Balls team.
The Guns and Balls.
I'm Guns, Kyle's Balls.
Okay.
But if you want to know who's working on a game, it's Guns and Balls. Yeah, but they kind of have to merge into another, and we have to be stood next to each other. So it's like Ant and Dec.
Otherwise, he just walks around with the t-shirt and just
There's balls on it, yeah. Whereas me, on the other hand, looking like guns.
Welcome in America.
We could sell them. People would buy Guns and Balls t-shirts.
I wouldn't.
You would.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd queue up for one, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, I see. This is EGX now, isn't it?
Yeah.
EGX.
Bullseye at EGX. How many times did you play Battlefield at EGX, Bullseye?
Probably 30, 50, something.
You just kept
know.
lapping, didn't you? You were supposed to go home. You weren't even at EGX. No, seriously, you wasn't even at EGX for the whole thing.
I had a one-day pass, and then...
He had a one-day pass, and then he went and bought, like, more. And you just kept coming back.
Yeah.
Literally couldn't keep you away.
It was a fun 4 days.
You got a load of t-shirts?
Oh,
yeah, I gave a couple away, actually. And a lot of
that
dog
guy
tag
keeps using the
codes.
really realistic crossbow to kill me.
I think I worked out how many... Wait, what happened?
The bloody grenade crossbow. It's ludicrous.
It was a thing.
Just imagine the Swedish guys going, "Oh look, I found a picture of a man who holding a crossbow. They probably used it all the time in World War."
Lee, I think you might
Where's
need
he
to...
from? We'd like
You
to
might need
apologise
to
to
apologise
everybody
to
in
Sweden.
Sweden.
I can't. You know what? Nordic accents I can't do. I just can't do.
Nordic
it.
people
try
don't
it.
have accents. Have you met anybody from DICE? They speak better English than us.
No.
Sorry, Sweden.
2 down.
Yeah, it's 2 down.
Who's next?
All right, the Germans.
I did that already.
Let's not offend you.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Right, how much longer have we got left? I want to go home.
Drinks afterwards, yeah?
Well, this match we've got 300 or 400 tickets left.
We're doing all right.
Well, yeah, we are winning
I'm
actually.
disappointed with myself.
I'm going to medic this guy. Oh no, Bong's
yes,
on my
I got
medic.
it, I got the
No, wait, I
points.
can medic Bong. There we go.
Yes, go. Just the revive train.
What happened to Westy?
I don't think
He's
probably
ran away scared
probably
like a girl.
editing his videos.
He's editing his hot clips of us fighting. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
He'll make that his intro
What have we got going,
clip
what have
for
we
his
got
next
going on in the
video.
chat? Warrior asked if I'm playing Friday Night Battlefield tomorrow night. Well, yeah, it's Friday. So, and Battlefield will be on. So yes, I'm playing Friday Night Battlefield. Anybody who doesn't know what Friday Night Battlefield is, it's basically this thing that we do in game where we just play Battlefield on Friday. So you could argue that it's not that dissimilar to any other night, but we have a hashtag. So yeah, if you only play Battlefield one night a week, make sure it's a Friday. Get your asses online.
If
we
you're
have a lot
busy
of
on a
fun.
Friday, on Tuesdays, just a little shameless plug here. We do Battlefield every Tuesday on our channel.
Wow.
Battlefield
Gamers TV.
Tuesdays.
Yeah. Which I think Bullseye's joined in once or twice.
Yeah, a couple times.
Where is when?
Tommy's still in
Is,
Thailand.
is he coming back or is
No,
he
I
been
think,
jailed?
I think he's bought a house.
I think he likes it over there.
No, he's back on. He's flying back on Sunday, so he's not far from returning to the motherland.
Motherland. Yes, he'll be back. RoboJoe25 says, talk about the DLC, please. You missed it all, mate. We've been rattling about the DLC all episode. Where have you been? It's best heard from the horse's mouth. The guys at DICE. We had Val, lead designer, and Andreas, the producer, on earlier in the show. So be sure to catch that out later on the replay. Just wait for the stream to finish, and it'll be on Twitch or on Facebook, wherever you're watching. You can get it there.
Now, does my score get affected?
Does your score get affected?
Someone might be running a squad boost.
No, it doesn't count for your score.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't count for your score. It's just your XP. You should know this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't usually use XP boosts.
Why not? You get more XP.
How am I second on the team? This is absurd. I never do this good. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just mindlessly,
I'm still ahead of you. by the way.
mindlessly
Just-
offending people all across the globe.
Yeah.
What's your highest score, by the way?
What's my
34.
my highest?
10?
No, not yours, Lee.
My high score
We know
is
yours. Yours is
26,000.
pretty low, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if you beat it this week.
I already have.
All right. Highest score is 48,000.
What's your total highest score?
My highest score is 26.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Better than Jack.
Oh, there's a lot.
Shadow 6. Beat Shadow 6.
Yeah, but it's not hard
Well-
to beat, is it now?
He was taking screenshots, to be fair.
But while he was playing,
Yeah. He couldn't help himself, just screenshotting.
it's an addiction. Speaking of Andrew, he tweeted a picture of a Victoria sponge, which I saw
Oh my God, I
on
saw
Twitter
that
on the way
earlier as
down.
well.
Victoria's, what?
Yeah.
What?
It got
Was
me
a good one?
hungry. Yeah, it looks so good.
Victoria sponge is quite a bland cake, though.
No, it's the best cake.
No, it's not.
No, New York cheesecake.
No, it's quite plain looking.
New York cheesecake.
But it, taste-wise,
No, the cheesecake.
Okay.
I'm not counting
nice clotted
cheesecake as a
cream,
cake here.
Like,
It has cake in the name.
No, I'm not counting cheesecake as a cake. Bong, you can't. Cake. It's a dessert. It's not a cake.
the name implies cake, but it's, it's not what I traditionally discuss.
This is like the pie versus cake conversation.
like Jaffa cake, right? Not a biscuit, but it gets sold on the biscuit aisle. It's a travesty.
Yeah, that's it. See, cheesecake isn't in the cake aisle at Marks and
No.
Spencer's.
Can we
It's
just
the freezer.
appreciate the death of the soldier?
No.
Anyway,
Look,
Do
conversations
you
about
want
cake
to
are never a bad
know a
conversation.
dark secret? Something that I do once every so often.
You have a bath in
No.
a Victoria sponge.
No. In all seriousness, every so often when I'm feeling like a bit sort of run down,
Yeah.
I buy myself the birthday cake. and
be
have
honest,
the birthday cake. Because birthday cake is the best cake. It's not because
It
I feel
is.
sad and I have a
I've
little
done that.
party.
He's
I
sitting-
agree.
I don't have to have a little party with a hat. Like, it's
Okay,
just,
not the hat.
it's just, it's because it's the best sort of
Happy
cake.
birthday
It's always
to
the best
myself.
cake. So, yeah,
It is good cake. Occasionally, I will. If
Otherwise,
I,
you just stuck with a Victoria sponge.
if I see in Tesco in the reduced aisle, a little birthday cake in there, be it shaped like a princess or a hedgehog, I'll
No,
still-
the girly ones are the best.
Lee.
The pink of the pink of the cakes. The
Now
better,
everyone
like,
knows.
little butterflies on and everything. Like they're by far the best cakes.
I've just got it.
See now the lads want a birthday cake. See, I'm not stupid. We should have cake next week. Yeah, I'll bring a birthday cake in.
If I come again, I'll bring a cake
Oh, I didn't even touch that.
with
I
candles.
don't want to destroy the desk. the flame mechanics in Battlefield 1, like if you get tickled by like an ember
You're
from
dead.
like a flare gun or something, your entire body just goes up in flame and you just roll around on the floor, burning.
What else would you be doing?
Well, probably brushing off an ember. I don't know. Like, it just, they must have soaked their clothes in petrol. That's the obvious answer. But it triggers me. Because I feel like I
Trigger.
shouldn't have died there, but I did.
But you did.
Because a man haphazardly fired.
Usually when you set on fire, you just lie down.
Ah,
and
Train's
pressed,
coming,
I
train's
pressed
coming.
it, but I burnt too quickly.
a train.
Train's coming. Train's coming.
Painful.
Oh, it's their train, so
Their
we're in the
train.
lead. Yeah, we need 107 tickets.
I'm not going to beat Lachlan's score.
Let's get D&E.
GG, Lachlan. Still yours.
Is it? I always call him Lachlan, and he's never corrected me. So for years, he's just let me call him the wrong name.
What's his name?
Lachlan.
I call him Lachlan.
Yeah,
It's got an A in it, isn't it?
it has, but you say it, well, I say it Lachlan. Even the guys on PlayStation say it Lachlan, so.
Well, I must be pronouncing it wrong, and he just is too polite to tell me, sorry, you're pronouncing my name wrong and have been for years.
What, have I been pronouncing your name wrong? Because I always call you Bong and not Bongeh. Is it Bongeh?
To be honest, I say
my
Bongeh.
nickname has been Bong since high school, so yeah, it's fine.
Bong's fine. Bong's fine.
A lot of people call me Adam.
What do you call Studdy then? Because I call him Studdy.
I call him Stod.
No, but like with the EH at the end. Like what
No, I
would you,
just
how
call
would
him
you
Stud.
say it? Yeah, I do as well.
Studoid,
Study.
Studdy.
Study.
Tom.
Tom works too.
I think first name basis is good.
It is.
I call everybody by their internet name because it's
I
cooler.
mean, some people I call by their first names, but others I just call by their internet names because it's just easier.
Yeah.
Because you already know them by that username.
But like you get people like Lee,
I got
whose
lost
internet
again in
name
the
is their first name.
Yeah.
Just Big Lee. But then if you say every time you say, oh, just Big Lee, you say, nah, all right, Lee.
People short my nickname to JBL.
All right.
Is he a wrestler? Oh, I didn't know that.
No, you do. You know something every day.
I'm starting to think maybe they were mugging me off now.
You might have been a good wrestler.
I don't know.
I probably was.
Coming up to the end of the show, I think we need to take a vote on people of the chat. What do you want to see? So we'll normally show like a little video at the end. You can either see
Trailer.
clips of the week again, or you can see the They Shall Not Pass trailer. Personally,
Trailer.
I'm going for the trailer. Do you want the trailer?
My vote's for the trailer.
Okay, you
'Cause
got
I can
three
take my headphones off and fully enjoy
You
it.
got 3 for the trailer. People of the chat, what do you want to see at the end of the show? Let us know. You can have clips of trailer, clips. Don't say no. Right, what have we got?
15k. There you go, it's up.
Sergeant McKay says he believes that Stoddy prefers being called #1 Sniper EU.
You know what's funny? It's always Mugs and Stud who always put #1, like Sniper, EU, or NA.
Yeah.
It's always them two, no one else. That can't be true though. Are they always #1?
It
Always?
must be well, one's #1 in the EU, one's #1 in
But
the.
are they?
I don't know.
Nobody's taken the belts off them. The
Yeah.
official gold
Go
belt.
on, Go
would,
on, Lee.
I would say 1v1 me, bro.
Yeah. I think
You didn't do
we
too
need
bad,
a
I think.
snipe off.
Snipe off.
Yeah. It's a snipe off.
I got 3 kills. Amazing.
Good job.
You tell I was paying attention this week, can't you?
35-26, 15,000.
Guys, that's been Battlefield Weekly.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. You have all been incredibly awesome. We're going to top the scores up. What we need to do, let's have a look. We've got a couple of trailers. Ethan trailer, Larry Says Clips, Limit Sky trailer, Keithy Cigarette trailer. It looks like it's a trailer, guys. Let's take a look at the They Shall Not Pass trailer.
Peggy 18.
Allons, enfants de la patrie. Aux armes, citoyens. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes mugir ces féroces soldats. Ils ne passeront pas.
There you go. They Shall Not Pass.
Love it.
I'm looking forward to
little
that.
bit where he falls back into the poppies.
Yeah,
Good.
that's cool. Watch that back. Watch the bit where the guy falls back into the poppies and kind of frees the frame as it's sort of like fully gone over, and you'll notice the it's the French flag. It's like there's the blue of the sky, the white of the clouds, the red of the poppies. Yeah, see? It's very cool. Very cool trailer. Well done to the people at DICE for that. We're getting the scores together. Lads, what's going on with the scores? Am I? Where?
He looks at the board.
What?
We've already updated the board.
Where-
Didn't even notice.
What am I looking at? Are they in my computer?
I think Skype, yeah.
Oh, there they are. All right, yeah, okay. We'll get the hang of this one week. Right, Bullseye.
So-
No, you've cheated the look now. You've ruined it. Can't ask you where you think you've come.
Minus 1,000 points.
Minus 1,000 points for locking. Right, so Bullseye.
Yep.
Where do you think you've come?
Second.
How did you guess?
To be honest, I only saw the 42.
These are
Didn't actually
pretty-
think-
You got 42.
That is actually, I honestly reckon if we weren't doing the DICE Q&A bit at the start, you probably could have took the
Possibly.
lead there.
Could have.
So thanks for doing the Q&A.
Thank
Anyway.
Plus
Sacrificing your
5,000
files.
points.
No, not plus 5,000.
That wouldn't even overtake him, actually.
I've written it wrong. Oh, bloody hell. Every week.
Numbers.
Oh, now I've made a mess of the thing.
It's like hieroglyphics, isn't it?
Oh, it's really...
There's a rabbit behind them, or is that?
Oh, okay. Right. Bullseye, you scored 42,370, putting you...
Actually, I'll take
Oh, look at
42
this.
because
This
42
is
is the meaning of life.
This is a pain because now
I
I've
just
got
the
it...
top one up.
Yeah.
No, I'm committed. I've just rubbed out a load of them as well.
Don't worry, I've got a picture.
I want to go home.
So close.
Bullseye,
Totally.
42,370. We need to-
bad.
You're in the middle.
Bong, for those interested at home, Bong scored 28,434. So as per leaderboard rules, you're staying where you are.
Oh, was that lower than what I got before?
I scored, and that's actually got to be the worst anybody's ever scored on Black Weekly. Oh my days!
What did you get?
11,303.
Stream can't hear that, can they?
Canned laughter. Cheers, lads. Thank you very much for watching Battlefield Weekly this week. You've all been awesome. Thank you very much for our very special guests.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, man.
Bong, cheers for coming on, matey.
No
It's been
worries.
amazing. Thanks to the guys at DICE. Thank you to Andreas and Val for coming on. It was awesome to have you guys on. If you're wondering where DICE are, obviously they've left. Check out the replay and you'll be able to get. We've got sort of we had like a full half-hour chat with them. We learnt loads about the new DLC, all the new maps and everything. So keep an eye out for that. That's it.
That's about it.
That's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.